Hey guys, what's happening? This is Toasty bringing you guys an OU battle on the Small Gun server on Pokemon Online, this time against OU of Doom. And I'm not going to take credit for this team, honestly. This is a team that Cliff kind of whipped up for me just for, shits and giggles, because, yeah, a lot of my OU teams right now aren't looking too hot. But, yeah, I'm not going to ramble on too long, and let's just get this started. But he's running a rain team, and I figured he would lead off with Politoed. But instead he leaves off with beautiful, beautiful Dragonite. So I'm going to sub on the switch as he does indeed switch out. And I'm going to go for Flash Cannon. Because I saw that he had a Jolteon on his team. And I didn't really want to get the Volt Absorb and all that. Even though it's pretty fresh on in the game. But I didn't want to overplay here. But here he hits me with a Scald, all these shenanigans, and at this point Magnezone is dead, and he's going to switch out at this point to his Jolteon, but I hit it with a Flash Cannon and critical hit right here, and that critical hit totally mattered. It was so mean, and he got this, I got the Spit F drop, but anyways, he's just going to choose the Volt Switch out. I do resist Volt Switch, but I'm at low enough HP where it's going to knock me out, and I am going to set up my weather, and I am running a Sun team, of course, as you can see by my Ninetales. I'm going to scout out to see what this kind of Jirachi this is, so I'm going to go for the Protect as he goes for Toxic, and he misses his second Toxic, so Hax is a little bit on my side at this point, and I'm able to take out a good chunk of its HP with a nice Fire Blast. And I know that the Toxic is coming, so I switch out into Gliscor, only to realize that the Toxic is not coming, and he's just going to Wish Pass into Politoed. Which doesn't really matter for me. I get to knock off its leftovers, and that's always really nice, so I get to kind of see what kind of Politoed it is. And I'm going to switch out. I do not want to take an Ice Beam from this thing, and I want to reset my weather. I think that's how you would say it. But, yeah, Ninetales takes the Ice Beam like a boss. This is especially defensive Ninetales, and I thought the Energy Ball would do a lot more. But unfortunately it doesn't. He manages to hit me with a Toxic, and Ninetales doesn't really appreciate the Toxic too much. But oh well, oh well. I'm gonna go for a Fire Blast and just take out their Jirachi. I was kind of seeing how much Fire Blast would do because it is in the sun against Politoed. Politoed does resist it. But here he's just gonna switch back in his Politoed, set up the Rain, and I am not liking the Rain too much, that is for sure. And I'm going to have Conkeldurr take that Scald and get the nice, Guts boost. I can't really complain about that. This Conkeldurr set is max special defense, max HP, I believe, yes. And it has Focus Punch, Substitute, Payback, and Mach Punch. I'm going to go for Mach Punch here so I can keep up my sub just in case I want to, Focus Punch things. I really love this set. It's so much fun to use. Here I go for the nice big Focus Punch as he sets up a Dragon Dance, and it doesn't do that much. I break its multi-scale, fortunately. But here on the second turn he goes for another Dragon Dance, and I'm not quite sure if he was just waiting for me to die from burn damage, but I don't understand. I don't really agree with what he did there because it did cost him his Dragonite, in my opinion, because at this point I can take out his Dragonite with another Focus Punch, and he's going to take out my sub, and I'm almost going to be dead, but he kind of wasted his Dragonite in my opinion, and I'm going to be able to take a nice chunk out of the next Pokemon that comes in with a nice Focus Punch. Or not Focus Punch, excuse me, Mach Punch. And Hydreigon does not take that Mach Punch very well, but he does finish me off with a Surf, and don't see leftovers on this thing, don't see Life Orb, so I'm assuming that is Specs in some way, or not Specs, Choice Scarf or Choice Specs, that's what I meant to say. And he's locked in the Surf at this point, so I'm going to set up some Dragon Dances, and Dragonite will be able to wreck shop after a few of them. So I would have been pretty good if I just went, straight for the Dragon Claw, I believe. No, Outrage. Oh my god, Outrage. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm half asleep at this point. But I was being a greedy little bastard, and I went for 3, and fortunately, it doesn't bite me in the ass, but I'm going to go for an Extreme Speed. I don't want to go directly for the Outrage, just in case if I don't get a 3-turn Outrage, which would be kind of annoying. But I'm going to be able to finish this Hydreigon with a nice Outrage. I get the crit. It doesn't really matter. And here comes in Haxorus, and goodbye, Haxorus. This is why Dragonite is the best dragon of them all. But it was a really short match, as you guys can see, only 25 turns, but it was really fun. I enjoyed it. And if you guys enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe, add to your favorites, all that good stuff. I really appreciate that. and keep your eyes peeled for another upload today since it is Double Dip Tuesday. I know you guys are pretty excited. I'm pretty excited, that's for sure. But I'm rambling on too long, so until next time, guys, peace out.